up, party people? I am Chris, and this is Gear. Whoa! And that's random sound coming. That's Caitlin monitoring too many things. We're back. What's up, what's up, everybody? I'm Chris with ProPhoto. This is Geared Up. This is our weekly live broadcast where we talk about gear, do lighting breakdowns. We set stuff up. We take your questions. We have fun. We do things lighting centric. Today is New Light Shaper Friday, which isn't a thing, but since it's Friday and we have a new light shaper, that's what I'm calling it. This is the Clic softbox 1x3, which we've needed for a minute. It's kind of awesome. So speed of setup and breakdown that all the Clic stuff and even the new ProPhoto softbox line has in now a strip box form. So it's 1 foot by 3 foot, a really good size for staying very compact, but also giving some real good coverage. It's yeah, let's just walk through the whole thing. So like the rest of the Clic stuff, it's got the integrated stand adapter, which is really good for using something like the A10 or an A1 or an A1X, whichever one you may have. That way you don't have to have like a secondary stand adapter and kind of mount it from the shoe. Not always the best thing in the world. So this has your integrated stand adapter with the handle that you're, if you've used the Clic stuff before, allows you to kind of lock it in at different positions pointed up and down. Magnetic clips in the back. And then to set it up and break it down, it's as simple as clicking these two little levers and it folds down. Pretty tiny, goes into this bag right here, which is really nice. So a pretty compact bag. Just fold it down, set it up, and then when you're ready to use it again, you just pop it open, click it into place, and just like that, you have a 1x3 strip box, which is pretty stinking awesome. Other things to note, if you've never seen the Clic Octas before, which I have one right here that we're gonna take some photos with, all the Clic softbox light shipping tools. Actually, let me just grab might as well go over here to this one since all of my gels are right here. Sure. Just make it weird. So, right here on the inside of the strip box, you have the integrated ring for putting gels on. Do not, and I repeat, do not put the gel back here. This right here, these magnets are the strongest against the actual light itself. When you put this on there, these magnets, not quite as strong. They're not made to support the light like the magnets behind it are. So it can happen.
You can pull over here. Yeah,
I'm just gonna take this off for a second and come back. So what can happen is, you can see how easy that can fall off. I'm barely letting go of the light and it's falling off. So that's why we don't put the gels or any light shapers back there. We put them to the front. We'll put that down. We'll put them to the front like that. Light to it there. And now we're secure. So, but again, you can fold this thing down, pop a gel in there if you want to color your light, or if you need to blend the flash with the ambient. Maybe it's a golden hour and you need to throw like a CTO on there. You can put that right on there like that. So let's put this back on the stand. So I'm with the A2, you have the option, because the A2 has a stand adapter built onto it, you have the option of stand mounting the A2 and putting the Clic strip box on it stand mounted. And you have an advantage when you do it like this with the A2. The A10, a little bit more difficult. You'd have to use like a hot shoe adapter, or our cold shoe adapter for this. But when you do it with the A2, you have the ability to pivot the softbox however you need it. So you can actually kind of move it around. So if you want to angle it, if you'd rather it be kind of more horizontal than vertical, the A2 is going to give you the option for that, which is really nice. So you can stand mount the A2. Gives you the ability to pivot the strip box around and all of that good stuff. So we talked about setting up, breaking down. It's easy. Fold it, unfold it, throw it in the bag. Let's talk accessories. What can you do to this? Oh, you know what? Actually, before we get into accessories, let's get up close and personal fast. We'll go back over here to the side camera, Caitlin. So just so you can kind of see some things of the construction that make it really nice. Just like our newer soft boxes too, we have reinforced corners. That way, as you're walking around, you're setting up, dropping this thing on the ground, picking it back up and stuff like that. As it rubs, you don't have to worry about the the bars that are holding, or the ribs that are holding the softbox open. You don't have to worry about those poking through. So those reinforced corners are really, really nice. The front diffuser is sewn onto the unit, so it's not changeable, but that's nice because it makes setup and breakdown really, really fast. And then you have, to go along with the accessories we're about to get into, you have this lip right here that's going to allow for things like grids and stuff like that, and then the strip mask as well. Double diffusion, you can't really see inside it, but there is a secondary diffuser in there to even out any hot spots that you might get. So
Edward says it's just the modifier. I need to go with a lighter setup.
Oh my gosh, it's
it's
dynamite. It's I took it. I had an event in Atlanta 2 nights ago, and we had like an A series setup, and the size of the kit that we brought with, 2 of these strips, the 2.7 and then an A10 and 2 A2s it was so tiny. So like, to have like a 3 light setup in such a small space is incredible. I know a lot too for my, my friends who do a lot of headshots too, that, like that Peter Hurley style, you now have the ability to kind of have that quick triangle headshot setup, in a really compact setup too, which is really dynamite. So the 1x3 is killer. So now let's talk about accessories. So, oh, you know what? I don't even have to open the bag. I have them over here.
So did you need to iron out the wrinkles on the outer diffuser?
I probably should have. Truth be told, when we shot the videos, for them, we did iron them out, or we steamed them. So we did steam the diffusers and everything else like that, but since then I've traveled with them, and then I went and did that event on Wednesday here in Atlanta, and whenever I packed them all into the bag, they just got wrinkled again.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it doesn't affect the light.
It doesn't affect the light at all. The light doesn't care about the wrinkles. So the accessories come in a couple of nice little cases. So you have the grid, the 1x3 grid here, which is going to take that light and tighten it up some more for you, which is good because the Clic series don't have quite as extended of a recessed front. So you are getting more spill around the edges. So the grid's kind of a dynamite thing. And then, I'll just put this in my pocket for a second. Here we go. And then this is what's really, really cool is the strip masks. So let me trip over my torn paper that I meant to cut off all ago. Yeah, Caitlin earlier was like, Chris, cut the paper. I was like, I will, and then I didn't, and now I'm gonna kill myself. So what's nice is you can take the 1x3 and then you can give one of the edges a harder light. So it just kind of goes over the front here, down to the bottom.
All Velcro.
Yep, all Velcro. If I could do this gracefully without making myself look like an nincompoop. It's very easy. It's just, even apparently Velcro shoes don't work for me. I'm a slip-ons only guy. But the strip mask takes this 1x3 down to, I don't know, roughly, it's probably like 3 or 4 inches by 3 foot. So you're getting a harder edge in one direction while still maintaining the softness along the long edge, which is really, really cool. So to have the option for a strip mask on a super compact setup like this is dynamite, and we're going to shoot with it so you can kind of see all this stuff. But they're really, really, it's a dynamite setup for rim lights. I like strip masks, or I like strip lights for portraits as well, just because I think you have the ability to kind of cut and shape the light in interesting ways, whereas something like an Octa is going to kind of throw the light in this big round shape, which is beautiful. It's definitely way more natural of a light source. But you can really have some fun with this, and we'll do that here in just a second with some of these accessories. So then again, you have your 1x3 grid, really, really tiny bag, and then it just unfolds like that. Little Velcro edge. And what's nice about this too is it kind of goes over the top like this. And so you can kind of set the grid onto the softbox on the top, and then pull down the bottom, and you're in business with the grid. So there, you're gridded up with your 1x3, tons of accessories, or 2 really useful accessories to make your 1x3 really, really special. So cool. With that being said, did anyone have any questions before I take any pictures?
No.
Cool.
They just said I have an RFI 1x4 strip mask, and he loves it. That's fun.
Sick. So let's just let's snap off a photo of Kate really fast. In a traditional kind of rim light setup, just to kind of show you how nice the edge coming off of it is. Now, it's not, you're gonna have to back the light up a little bit more if you want to do some full body shots with this thing. Granted, I'm shooting with my my 110 today, which is roughly an 85 millimeter lens. So I'm about half body in kind of the space that we have. If you want to get a little more full body coverage out of it, the 1x3 is nice, but you're gonna have to back it up so the light's gonna harden up just a little bit. But in this shot that we're gonna have with Kate here in just a second, about half body, it's really nice soft coverage. So
I need some help.
What's going on?
This new thing we're doing.
Oh, gotcha.
We've lost our second screen here.
Oh, hold on a second. We've lost our.
I need some techno help.
Yep, it's all good. We're here.
Listen, if you have any questions, pop them in.
See if this pops up.
Awesome sauce. There it is.
Can we swap those though and make this one bigger? I think we can.
Yes.
Put that there.
Aha.
Lovely. We're back.
Learning the system. There we go.
They change. They always, they change user interfaces and then things get squirrely. So, ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do this. So, lighting setup wise, X marks your spot. Lighting setup wise, it's a 3 light setup, just to, again, to show how compact this whole A series is and how nice the 1x3s kind of just complement everything. We have the 2.7 octa here with an A2. Back there we have an A10 on one of the new 1x3s and another A2 on another one of the 1x3s. All controlled with a Connect Pro. So easy stuff. And then camera-wise, Fujifilm GFX 100 1, not 2, because the 1 is perfect. 110 millimeter lens, f8, ISO 100, and a shutter speed of 125. That's the fastest my shutter speed can go before high speed sync, and I don't want that. So cool. Let's go. Get everything rearranged here. Make sure my trigger is on. We're there. All right, cool. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Could you give me just a little bit more chin to shoulder? There we go. 3, 2, 1. And so you can see on the images, I'm going to jump over to this one so I'm relatively close. So you can see on the images, a really nice rim light here across her back, down the arm. It's nice and soft, across the hair. I could probably raise it up a little bit more and get some more of the rim light up here, but I still think it hits nicely. You have this nice kind of like rim here on the cheek, this little highlight, which is, gorgeous, really, really fun stuff. But it's a really nice, really, really nice rim light out of, a super compact setup. What's up?
Let's see. Would it handle the heat of that modifier there?
So someone's asking, will it handle the heat of the L1600? So it's not the right size for an L1600. So here, let me just kind of show you by pulling here. Let's take the A10 off and let's take a B10. So the L1600, our new cinema light, has a S mount, a Bowens mount native to it, but then it comes with the adapter to put all your ProPhoto modifiers on it, and that adapter size is 100 millimeters. The A series stuff in the Clic is 70 millimeters. So any of the Clic accessories, they're not going to fit on the L1600. That being said, I can't imagine that they would handle the heat from the L1600. But you do have the ability to, I believe we use the new fold open like 1x4 soft boxes on the L1600. So if anyone wonders if they haven't seen the L1600, that's our cinema light that we just released, I believe this week. We announced it at Cine Gear last year. We started selling it this week, so, but that's the L1600. But again, a really, really beautiful light out of the Clic strip, again, in such a compact size. And so now what I want to do is I want to kick off, I think what maybe we'll do is I'll put this light here as a rim. I haven't done this yet. Right before we went live, I told Caitlin that I wanted to mess around with some stuff to kind of show the strip mask and kind of like how it changes the light. So that's what we're doing here. So we're doing this in real time. So this, the shot before, we kind of made sure we were set for and we're happy with, but this one is in real time. So let me have you on your mark. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a shot of us with the softbox no strip mask, and then I'm gonna take another shot with the strip mask so we can look at the light difference. And I'll throw the grid on there too so we can also see how that light falls. So here we go. So let's have you turn towards the light.
Same idea?
Yeah, I think so. And then I'm gonna go kind of like this, I think. I'm gonna kind of angle it like this. Just see how it falls. Let's go downward a little bit.
If you have any ideas of
if
how you would like to see this.
Yeah, if there's anything you want to see, let us know. Cool. So let's go there, and then that should be good coverage across there. And I'm just gonna take a TTL shot just for the heck of it. Oh, you know what we're gonna do before we take a TTL shot? We're going to put a fresh battery in this GFX because I thought we were charged up, but we are not.
Let's see, would one of the Clic colored gels fit snap on the inside of the one?
It indeed does.
3 softbox.
It indeed does. I'll show you that here in just a second. I can throw a gel in there just for fun. I mean, heck, we're already getting getting weird with the lights themselves. Let's just make all of them a little different. So we're gonna throw an orange gel into this one. We're going to throw a peacock blue gel into this one. So again, when you do the gels, inside of the softbox, not to the outside. Like that. So you have to fold it down and then you have to put it in there. So are you ready to rock and roll?
I am.
Let's do this. So let's get you in your spot real fast because I need to push the lights in. Kind of where I need them, like right there, I think. I'm just gonna see in the camera really fast. Cool. Yeah, so stay kind of like that. Go shoulder away, that's a little too far, like right there. Yeah, perfect. And then I'm gonna push this Clic softbox in a little bit more just to kind of soften it up a hair. Just keep it just out of the frame. There we go. And let's take a TTL shot. There we go. Oh, here, let's go. Even all these things out. Cool, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. It's pushing a little hard. Let's see. And honestly, the blue is probably a little brighter than I want it to, but there you go. That's the gels inside of the 1x3.
That's cool though.
Let's pull.
The idea of it.
Let's pull that B back a little bit. The group B. Let's go to. All right, here we go. Okay, ready? Now I'm also going to pull. I'm going to pull both of them back a stop. One, that's going to allow the gels to saturate a little bit more, and then give me a little more juice. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. That looks a little more like what I'd want. So nice and saturated, 1x3s, got some good coverage. Let's jump back in there really fast one more time. I just want to see if I go. I had a feeling that was going to pull away. I just want to re-angle this thing. We're just playing now, guys. We're just messing around. Let's see. There we go. I think that's kind of where I want that. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, I like the way that light's falling. So now let's throw on so one of the reasons I wanted to power down a little bit too is the strip mask is going to be a diffuser in front of, so let me go right here, is going to be a diffuser in front of a diffuser. So I would say that the one downside is using the strip mask, we're going to be triple diffused. So Upside is we have some reflective material back here on the back, so we're not absorbing some light. We're bouncing it back around that front diffuser and throwing it forward. But it's probably going to pull another half stop away, so being able to pull that light back a little bit and give me that stop back, or that half a stop back, is going to be big. So let's do this and see how that light changes. Cool. Ready, Kate?
I am.
Cool. So I'm gonna power up a half a stop because looking at the material, I think that's roughly what it is. I probably could have checked the website first, but I'm just going off experience. All right, let's do it, Kate. Cool. 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to pull up both images and see what we see. Let's go to, let's hide me for a second. I forgot that when my camera goes away, I have to make sure that my audio is back on. So hopefully everyone can hear me now. I am here. So yeah, there's that. We'll wait and see on the chat if you can hear me right now. Let's see. Audio. Hey, John. Let's see. Oh man, if John's here, let's just do this. Let's just bring me back. We're just going to bring me back just in case that's the big issue with this, but I think we're fine now. So, yeah, I had a feeling that's what it was. I always forget when I hide my camera for something, I have to make sure the audio is good to go. So looking here at the face, if you kind of just pay attention to how that light's falling across the cheek, you can see that we really cut down on where that light's hitting. So right here on the cheek, that the wider edge of that softbox is giving us more wrap here on the cheek. And then whenever we go here to the strip mask, where we're taking that light and we're making it much smaller, we have a lot more focused area of light. One of the places that I want to try to see if there's more shadow, like a sharper shadow, maybe like right here under the nose. Mm-hmm. Like right here under the nose, there should be, I'm trying to figure out so you can start to see a little bit more of a definition of a line here from the nose. And that's because the size of that modifier has shrunk. So that hard light is now becoming, or that soft light, that 1 foot size soft light is becoming a harder light in that one direction while maintaining the softness in the other. That's one of the things that's really cool about a strip box. But what that can do is that can introduce some shadows in that direction. So the upside is the 1x3 wraps, the long edge still does a good job of wrapping a lot. So the edge isn't as defined, but that does start to show up. So
you can make that smaller now.
Yeah,
That'd
you're like,
great.
Could you zoom out of my nose? That'd be fantastic. But kind of just looking at those two images together, you can see how much that strip mask actually focuses that light. So cool. Oh, yep. I did the opposite of what you wanted. Yeah, thanks. Extreme close up, right? Wayne's World. Yeah. So, and then, you know what? Let's take one with the grid and see how the grid changes it. I feel like I would be doing a disservice if I didn't just take a shot with the grid. But again, this is a great little softbox. And again, the ability to have something like this and that travels so well is, especially for most photographers who don't have a studio, is a godsend. Cool. We're down there. The nice thing too about the grid here is it can only go on the softbox in one direction. So, all right, that should be good, Kate. Cool. And so let's see how the grid changes. It does make the box poke out a little bit. Oh, no, we're still good. I was gonna say it makes the box poke out a little bit more, so I need to make sure that it's out of the frame still, but we are good to go. Alrighty. So shoulder this way just a hair. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. So let's see. Let's kind of see what all 3 look like. So with the grid, you can see the place that you're going to be looking for this. So you still have some of that. Oh, sorry, Kate, we're going to go into the face just a little bit. So vulnerable. There we go. Let's just go. Can I go full screen on this? Oh, that's not the button I wanted to hit. I don't know how to control. I don't know how to control anything. Sorry, this is getting out of hand, everybody. There we go. All right. As you can tell, I am not a Capture One ambassador. And then we want full screen. There we go. Now we're happy. So this is the shot right here. So, I mean, there's gels inside the softbox, but like I said, the comparison between here and that strip mask is you can see that we have more light falling here against that cheekbone, whereas here with the strip mask, it starts to tighten it up a little bit more. Granted, with this one, her nose is a little bit more towards the camera, but it does have a little more light hitting out here because we're not narrowing the actual edge of the light. We're just taking the beam and focusing it. What that means is if we start to look down here towards her lower half with the with nothing on it, with just the softbox regular diffuser, we're getting good coverage. You can see the grid is starting to focus that light out a lot more. The strip mask is letting some more of that light come down, but it is knocking it down because that edge is smaller. So these two feel pretty similar, but this is going to, with the grid, maintain some more of that softness with the 1 foot size being the same size, while limiting the spill, the edge spill. So something to think about while I'm kicking my light off of the light stand. But it's a great softbox. Again, you have the ability to throw some gels in there, like we're showing you. You, again, mount them on the inside of the 1x3. You have a really compact foldable strip box that you can take with you on the road that has some ability to craft the light really the way that you want to with strip masks and grids. You can actually even throw the grid over the top of the strip mask if you want to get real crazy. But it's a really versatile 1x3 that I think for someone who's trying to stay compact, who really wants to make the A series like their light setup, having a strip box in your arsenal is a no-brainer. And a 1x3 size is a really nice size. So any other questions from anyone before I sign out of this bad boy? Would any
Love the creativity. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Man.
Would anyone like any advice on how not to run a live stream for your audio not to cut out? Because I can teach you that one too.
Oh,
so
yeah. We're just like learning as we go, guys.
Yeah, sure. We've only been doing it forever, and we Listen,
it always changes.
Yeah.
It just keeps us on our toes.
That's what I'm going to stay with too, because that makes me feel better about myself. At least it lets me sleep at night. What's the wind resistance like for someone who dislikes sandbags? I mean, I think the wind resistance is going to be the same for any larger modifier. I can tell you that we did not put it in a wind tunnel to run any any aerodynamics tests. So I don't know what I would expect that if the wind gust was right, it's going. Yep. I'm trying to think. So what I'll do sometimes to help with weight, like if my bag is still pretty heavy, even though I have my camera and the lens I'm gonna use out, I'll zip my bag back up and I'll hang it from the light stand. That helps kind of pull it down a little bit. But yeah, it's a soft box.
I like it.
It's a bigger modifier.
Your
What's
live
it say?
streams are good. it.
Appreciate it.
Let's see. We have something here. Sorry, came in late, but are you using A2s or A10s?
Both.
Yeah.
I wanted to use both. So here on the for the orange background light on Kate, we're using the A10, and it has a CTO Clic CTO gel on the inside of the softbox. And then we use. So this is one of the things that I wanted to show. This would be good to show you again. The reason I use the A2 over here as the main is because with the, actually I'll just pull these side by side so you can see what I'm talking about. Here, let's point this upwards. So the nice thing about the integrated handle and stand adapter for the Clic softboxes is for the A10 users, you don't have to, you're not trying to support anything from the shoe, especially if you're trying to use like one of these bad boys right here, which you can. You can absolutely use it. The softbox isn't that heavy. Of course, I go try to pull one out, and there's not one in my.
What are you grabbing for?
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
So one of these right here, like a little umbrella adapter for speed lights. This will hold it just fine. This thing's not terribly heavy, but if you prefer not hot shoe supporting your light modifiers, which I have a hard time thinking that that's a good idea. For the A10, being able to click it, this thing's awesome. But if you're an A2 user, you have a layer of flexibility, which is really nice. So again, you can stand mount this softbox and then put the A2 on it, or you can stand mount the A2, and this gives you the ability now to pivot the strip box. So, and that's what we were kind of showing with the A2 in this shot on Kate, is I kind of wanted the light to broadcast a certain way across her face and her torso. And so I was able to angle the light to get that look that I was going for. So that's one of the added benefits of doing it with the A2. But if you're an A1 or 1X or 10 user, having the integrated light stand adapter is really nice. But vertical is the name of the game unless you put it on some sort of a grip arm or boom or something like that. Any other questions?
Can you tell a story about how much bounce the Pro V3 has, and we're talking about light reflection.
Let's see, can you tell a story about how much bounce the Pro V3 has, and we're not talking about light reflection? I don't know. If I'm being honest, I'm not really 100% what you're referring to with bounce. Like if you're talking about like if I drop it, like will it hit the ground? How will it bounce back up halfway like a tennis ball? Nope, it won't. It will drop, and there'll probably be glass fragments places. So don't do that. But I'm sure that's not what you're saying. I'm just being facetious. But I'm really trying to think. Can you tell a story about how much bounce the Pro V3 has? And we're not talking about light reflection. That's the only other bounce I can think about. But cool. You feel free to DM me. Caitlin will throw up the.
I'll throw it up there. Just drop it. I dropped mine.
Oh yeah, no, that's I've had a feeling that's where that was. Not much bounce. I would not do that. I will say. I mean, I understand like flash tubes and stuff cost money, but one of the things that we tried to do with a lot of the new stuff actually. Especially with the Pro V3. So like if you dropped it and you broke the handle, you could just buy the handle on prophoto.com and replace it yourself. Or if you dropped it and you broke the stand adapter, again, this is user replaceable. So user replaceable flash tube, user replaceable front glass, user replaceable handle and stand adapter. So if one of those were something that didn't fare so well in your bounce experience, you can fix those yourself. You don't have to send that into ProPhoto. Now, if it's something internal, then yeah, send it to service. But that is something good to know about the B3. Yeah, very sorry to hear. I've been there. I've dropped a couple of B1Xs, and the feeling of it here isn't good, and that feeling right there really doesn't feel good.
So the time we dropped the camera into the river.
Oh yeah, no, we've had
and the triggers went down.
Oh yeah. So here's the aftermath of a Connect Pro with this camera that went into a river. So that's I get it. I feel your pain. I might get it fixed one day. But hopefully everything worked out good for you. So, but that's the Clic Softbox 1x3. That's also the story of a B3 bouncing off the ground, not very well, not very graciously.
She says the rubber housing around the control screen worked perfectly.
Yeah, you know, it's,
Yeah.
I've, sorry, just to finish like the story. So we were shooting something in New York. My B1X went down knob first, like power knob first, and just, it punched it into the light. I was able to pull it out. And it worked. I mean, it shattered the handle, pulled it out, finished the shoot. It was. They're pro grade lights. I mean, they take a beating. I mean, granted, you hit it right, you're probably going to lose a flash tube, but I get it. Been there.
James is like, that's a nice way to clean a camera.
It's a great way to clean a camera. At least it wasn't salt water. It was fresh water.
Yeah.
It was fresh water. So I haven't even checked the sensor. Hold on. Let's do this together. How dirty is this bad boy? Oh, it looks nice.
Oh yeah.
You think
Perfect.
I would say that you could say I'm lying, but it's dark over here. You wouldn't be able to tell. So, you know what? We're in business. We're in business. But that being said, that is the Clic softbox 1x3. It's a really, really great little strip box to have in your arsenal. You want me to go back over here?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me move this camera out of my way. It's a great little softbox to have in your arsenal. I've really enjoyed using it. I think a lot of people are going to get a lot of use out of it. Again, for people who love doing like the Hurley headshot styles, you can go on location so simply with 3 of these 1x3s and do some amazing stuff. Awesome for strip light on the go. Awesome to, again, I like the way that you can cut with it with portraits, so you can have a lot of fun playing with it. But the Clic 1x3 is dynamite. Any other questions before I sign out?
Let's see.
I think Kate has thrown up my Instagram handle on the screen. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I chat with all of you all the time about tons of stuff. If you have any lighting questions, technical questions, we can yuck it up. But yeah.
Good. I think we got it. Yeah.
Cool. Clic softbox 1x3 is ready to rock and roll now. Optional strip mask, optional soft grid, comes with a stand adapter, comes in a bag, and it's easy to carry with you. It is compatible with the A series, so A1, A1X, A10, A2. And you also, again, just like the Octa versions of the softboxes, you can fold the softbox closed, throw a gel on the inside of it, click it close or click it back open, and now you also have the ability to light with different colored gels integrated into the softbox, which is really nice. That being said, I hope you have an awesome rest of your week. It's the weekend now for the most part, so I hope you have an awesome weekend. We have some more cool stuff coming up. So also, if you have any things that you want to see, I'm currently in the process of cooking out the rest of the year with stuff that we're doing. So if you have any stuff that you want to see in the interim, let me know. I'll weave it into the schedule. Have an awesome rest of your weekend. Peace out, everybody.